Did you know the reason why the pop-up emitter was developed was because mosquitoes were breeding in catch basins that were at the end of the downspout line. There's always water left at the end of your downspout line. The pop-up emitter was ideal. When it's raining, it'll emit the water to wherever that discharge is located. The problem with the pop-up emitter is it's always been too small and the grass will just grow over it. That is a much bigger problem than mosquitoes breeding in your catch basin. We developed a pop-up that has a really big turf restrictor plate. I wanted to show you one that's been in for quite some time. The grass has grown over it, and the pop-up emitter still works really, really well. It's keeping the mosquitoes out so they can't breed. It's doing a really great job at emitting the water. There's no failure because the grass hasn't grown over it to where it can emit, because that would flood the basement. When your downspout cannot daylight, this is taking the water to daylight. That's what it means. If it can't daylight, what's going to happen is the water is going to pour over the gutter trough. The gutter trough is going to fill full of water. You're not going to be able to daylight it. So what ends up happening, the gutter gets bent, it looks unsightly, it starts to pull away from the fascia board, and of course, there's a cascade of water that falls right to the foundation of the home. This is what causes basement flooding. What's great about this pop-up, you just have to pull the grass back, cut it back, and you reset the clock. This buys you months and months of worry-free discharge of your roof runoff system, which is the #1 reason of basement flooding and crawl space flooding. Now the clock is reset. Heck, that pop-up's probably good for another year. If you found this information helpful, give us a thumbs up. It supports the channel. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until the next video.